Okay, so what we'll do is I have a few ideas on how to take this from where we have it to putting it on your site,
Mm-hmm.
how and also how to grow it into additional ideas. So I didn't do really any kind of beautification because I knew that we were going to add it inside the WordPress, or at least
Correct.
that's our ultimate goal.
Yep.
So I just wanted to give you that disclaimer before I showed it to you.
No, no,
Okay.
that's perfect. It doesn't need it.
So,
Just needs functionality.
okay. So.
All right,
Okay,
perfect. Now I can
so
see.
I hope you're seeing the right screen. I've got
I
a couple
am
different
seeing, yeah,
files.
Freedom in Action Library. Yep.
Okay, great. So just to have something on the front page right now, I was doing some testing with some listings. I didn't add 20, but it's set to put the last 20 listings here. Um, and then when you go to look at it,
Oh, that's perfect.
yeah, so it's really easy. And I mean, I had to like backtrack a couple times to keep it really simple.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think I've got it now as simple as possible. And I mean, we could add tags here where it says, title and
Sure.
subtitle and description if you want, but I was trying to keep it as simple as possible so that you could see how easy it works. Um,
Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember that video too. I've seen that
yeah,
video.
yeah. And so I also set it to accept JPEG to JPG
Nice.
and PNG. Um, and then also PDFs. And I know
Perfect.
that it's a little small, but people can download it, or we can make it larger. I was trying.
Sure.
I'm not the
Yeah, don't worry about
because I
that. I'll take care of
okay
that.
okay because I work with mostly virtual worlds that are desktops. I am not a great mobile developer,
Yep.
so
Nope. No worries.
straight up about that. Okay, and then also links. Now I did iframe it
Okay.
and then put a direct link where it pops out into another link. I'm not sure if you see that when it pops
Okay.
out because I
Sure.
shared the screen. But it also notes that like not everyone allows the iframe.
Got it. Okay.
So when they put a block against that, people will have to use that, and you'll see this. So if you see that, that's why it's
Got
refusing
it.
to connect because it's got some strict permission on it.
So probably what we could do for that is just one of the admins would just have to download it and upload it.
If they allow it or not, like this direct link right there,
Mm-hmm.
when they click it, it opens up a new tab right on the site.
Got
So
it.
it just doesn't give you the preview. Um, and I guess you could put, if the site below doesn't load, put the direct link. So, is it showing you when I go to the
It is.
link?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so you can see that it goes directly.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know Zoom was cooperating with me or not. Okay. And so then I started thinking about the way they're listed.
Mm-hmm.
And links are a little different than actual resources. So I added in a separate link directory sorted by title here.
Okay.
So that, for any links that are there, and this takes you directly to their site.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Um, okay, so now let's go to if someone just has a code.
Yep. Very cool.
Just goes right to it.
Wow, that's excellent.
Back to the home page.
Oh, was that Patrick King?
For the Canadian.
Yeah, no proof of COVID. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I have a few resources, so I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and upload those, and you can.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll show you how to moderate them and change them or delete them if you decide you don't want them as the samples. Okay, so then let's go to we'll do fluoride. Now I did put in, I'm gonna spell fluoride wrong because I put it in the keywords.
Oh, got it. Okay, nice. So if you spell it wrong, it still
Mhm.
brings something up.
So, right, and so it brings up search listing. I only have one that has fluoride in it, but you can see
Yep.
here that I did put in the keywords.
Nice. Is there a PHP function that does that too? That
for
will
keywords?
for words that are misspelled. I'm just curious. I thought there was, but I can't. Um, I'll look, because then if there was,
Yeah,
then you wouldn't have to provide, misspelled keywords. But I'm just curious for myself too. So, but this looks
right. Well, I
great.
mean, I guess there might be a library, but we'd probably have to import it into a table so that it would check it.
Got it.
But I'm not familiar with it.
Sure.
Um, so it just kind of takes us in that loop there. Okay, so upload a file. You try to do it without. It's going to ask you to select the file and
Okay.
also require a title, at least the title.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we'll need to update this to grab the WordPress user,
Got it.
and then add a link. I had to do these two separately just to keep it simple, and
Sure.
again, I'm thinking about people possibly trying to edit the code for changes later, and I'm not involved.
Right.
And I'll show you what the code looks like. So I put these in two different areas so that it didn't try to upload a file, or when someone goes to edit the code later, they wouldn't mess up the uploading of the file. If that makes sense. Because that can get complicated. Okay, and so here we will need to add, if the WordPress user is an administrator or has whatever rights, show this button or remove this button. I just put it here for easy use.
Got it.
Okay, so in the dashboard, I only have one that's not approved, so I'll give you the link in a minute and you can upload stuff and approve it yourself.
Okay.
So you can see it. So one that's not approved, and nothing was entered on the description, that's why it's blank. You click review, and I ended up doing it in one table, and when it's uploaded, it automatically is sent to pending, so it won't show any results. And again, this was so that when 5 years down the road, if someone's trying to edit, it's easier because it's only one table.
Sure.
Okay, so any changes you make here, you can either accept and save your changes, or if you decide that it's not, if you don't want it, you can delete it completely. And when someone has uploaded a file and the admin chooses to delete it, it also deletes the uploaded file. Now, I do put in a separate, if you hit it by accident, careful, you're
Oh,
going
you
to
got a
delete it.
confirmation to delete it. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one button, but we can add text there if you want it. If you decide that, never mind, you don't want to do it, you just click that, it takes you back to it. So then I realized that it's not just the moderation, but like say someone approved it and then missed something and you have to go back, so you can also edit by code.
Got it. Oh, very nice.
Same thing. So I'll go back. Let's see. Okay, so that that pretty much is the basic function, and
Okay.
I do have a few other things to discuss about it, but let me show you the code so that you can get a good feel. I think I might have to stop the share and start it again. Unless, does it show you that I'm the code window? Or are you still on Google?
It's still on Google.
Okay, let me stop the share and start it again. I have a lot of stuff open, so I don't choose the frame so that it doesn't get crazy. Okay. So I use Sublime Text. You should see that now.
Yep.
Okay. So when I write code, I try to, especially open source code like what this is, I really diligent about my comments, and
I see that.
yeah, so really easy to figure out what is where.
Oh,
and
Devon?
Yes.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, I got a guy coming to buy a table, and I told him 3 o'clock, and he just showed up.
Oh, that's okay. Why don't you just text me when you're
Okay, about a half hour maybe.
Okay, sounds fine.
Thanks so much. I'm sorry.
You're welcome. Avatars can be anything you want them to be. I just happen to like the way this one moves.
Mm-hmm.
And, the live event, and they were dancing last night. So,
Nice.
okay, so I will go to. Is the right place? Yeah. Okay. So, whenever you're doing training, sorry, let me get rid of this building tool. Whenever you're doing training, I don't know about you, but as a teacher, you often feel like a broken record.
Mm-hmm.
Class 1, you say the same thing. Class 2, you say the same thing.
Yep.
So when time was limited, I would then tell my students to come review this first before the lesson or before the class. And I could send them to one of these workrooms, and I found that their retention was a lot better when they were, interacting with the screen, by
Mousing over stuff and reading, and
correct.
that's really cool.
And then it also was always here for them to come back and review. So I wrote a course called The 10 Steps to Singing Success. This is step 1. And it works pretty well. And so, if you need to get, sorry, my drone went around me. So you can get into a drone camera, so you can get up really close to the screen.
Nice.
Yeah, so this started because I had a friend that said, I want to show you something really cool, and he took me to a website. This is all inside the Chrome browser.
Okay.
Not an application. Most of your gaming and stuff is inside an application, but this is just a web URL.
Got it.
So a friend said, I want to show you something really cool, and they took me to a website, and it looked like a beach. And they were like, well, push your forward arrow. And I walked around the beach, and all they had was one floating sphere on the beach that I could walk around in 3D. And that was it. I was like, okay, yeah.
You were hooked after that.
Yeah, so 3 years later, we have over 200 regions, and
Wow.
working for trying to get teachers. I kind of just ended the beta phase, but we have all kinds of teachers tools, and we have a built-in Zoom tool even with this. So if I were teaching and I felt like my students weren't tasking, or if I was teaching with vocals and needed to see their face,
Mm-hmm.
we would turn on that video chat and screen share.
Got it.
So I could see their face. So it's all built into one tool. So I'm just about ready to hopefully really start marketing it. But while we're on this topic, what I was kind of thinking is, I love this library idea,
Uh-huh.
but we're also talking about red pilling people that maybe don't know even what to search for, right?
Sure.
So then I thought, well, what if we created, and I'm just brainstorming here.
Sure.
If you guys aren't interested, then don't worry about it. But
Yeah,
I thought, we've got different categories. Like, let's just talk about 2 categories, like food and the audit, just to have 2
Sure.
on our hands, right? So we could create like these regions that were either, for the audit, maybe it would be like where the Bill of Rights is stored, and they could go around and learn about the Bill of Rights, by clicking on things and get it in bite-sized chunks, because most people aren't really capable anymore of sitting down and reading the entire bill
Right.
of rights of the Constitution. So we give them bite-sized chunks, and then also could have red and blue pills laying around, because you can't really appreciate always the red pill if you don't understand how the blue pill is working against you.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we could do that, and we could also put up stuff, say with a checker ballot, say, is this a red pill or a blue pill?
Sure.
And see if they